I just sold 1,500 GPUs to a single buyer, AKA your mom. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Django, and today's video, I'm gonna break down my entire process of how I sold 1,500 GPUs in a single sale.
All right, everyone, take a look at these servers here. We got a ton of servers.
Putting them in the garage, so that way we can take the cards out of the servers. It's a lot cooler in the garage when we shut the door. It's like 106 out during the day. Yeah, so the sucky thing is that all the GPUs are in servers. So we literally have to pop every server open. And I said I sold 1,500 GPUs. There's 10 GPUs per server, so you can do the math on exactly how many cards or how many servers we have to pull this out of. 2 of the GPUs are on top here, so we got 2 here and 8 on the bottom. So you gotta pop that lid open. And usually what I do is I pop these screws out. It's gonna be a little tricky to get out, but not too bad. The cards we sold are 170HX mining cards. So once we're done pulling the cards out, we put them over here on our table because I want to clean every card before we send it. I want to make sure the buyer is getting nice, clean cards. It's always good to make a good impression on your buyer. I don't think it matters that much, but I like to go the extra mile. All right, then we put the server back together. And just in case you're wondering, these servers are for sale. I think these servers are a waste on mining cards. They are high compute servers, so great for AI or anything like that. But they'll be for sale. You can check out on my eBay store if you want. Yeah, so once we empty them, we're gonna put them on this pallet right here. And then it'll just go straight down the stack here. So I'll put the empty one on the pallet and then go all the way to take this whole pallet. And you can see here, we have done a few already. 400 cards, we've done like 40 servers. All right, guys, quick update here. We got a bunch of these cards done here. You can see the shelf is full. Look how many cards this is. Insane. So we got like 2 pallets left, so we're almost done. We're taking them apart off the forklift here, stacking the empty ones over there. You know what the great thing about using the forklift as a table is that you can raise it up, have an adjustable workbench, so we never have to bend down.
I'm gonna show you guys the cleaning process here for cleaning all these cards. It's pretty simple. We just have a rag here and we just use some glass cleaner. A lot of these cards have a lot of dirt and dust caked onto it, and this glass cleaner just pulls it right off. This one right here has a bunch of thermal paste stuck to it. I don't know why, but we're gonna clean it up. Just a little bit of glass cleaner, not too much. Coming right off, no problem. Just like that, we got ourselves a clean GPU here, ready to go. And with 1,500 GPUs, this is taking a long time.
We freaking did it, guys. It took like 3 days, but we got all the cards out of the servers. This is like 1,300 cards right here, and there's another 200 upstairs. It's like hard to fathom how much 1,500 cards is, but look how much there is here. This is so many. Look at this. Rack of 4 shelves of cards here, an entire pallet that comes up to my waist. All right, guys, the next step of this process is recording the serial numbers. And we do that for 2 reasons. 1, we want to keep track of all our cards, but 2, we want to make sure that if the buyer has any problems, that they're problems with our cards. If the buyer has a stack of 200 broken cards, he could just say, oh, look, 200 cards you sent me are bad, and return 200 bad ones to me. If we have all the serial numbers, we can verify that they're actually our cards. Because if any of our cards are bad, we will do a refund and get those returned. So I'll show you that process right here. We got a QR code scanner on the phone here, and it's hooked up to my Google Sheets on my laptop. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and scan, and it's gonna scan the QR code right on the front of the card here, right there, which is this card here, and it's right there. So we're gonna go ahead and scan every single one of these QR codes. It makes it easy that they have a little barcode on it. Can you imagine if you type it in that one number at a time? That'd be crazy. We'll just go ahead and scan them, and then we're gonna get them packed. Cards are shaking. but I stacked them crisscross, so they're pretty strong. We're hauling them over here so we can pack them inside the house, have some AC.
All right, here's our little setup here. We brought a pallet of the cards over here. We got our packing station where we bubble wrap them, scanning the QR codes first. He's over here boxing these suckers up. Probably gonna take, what, all weekend?
Yeah, we've done 3%.
3%, look, we got 4 boxes done. We got
We're about to be a 5th box.
out of 90.
Out of 90 boxes, 5 out of 90. Oh my God. All right, guys, here's an update. We got, I don't know how many boxes that is, like 16. Like a third the way done. Got a little station here. I'm putting them in the boxes. Dallas is bubble wrapping them, put them on the rack here. I gotta have wrist braces on because I never thought I'd say this, but I picked up so many GPUs it strained my wrist. I got it on both hands actually. First world problems. All right, I thought I'd show you the packing process here. We're basically stacking these 5 high in rows of 3, so you can kind of see here. I'll put in 3 more right here just to show you. But normally I would not pack like this. These cards are, see how they're on the edge of the box on each side, and there's just a layer of peanuts in between them. So normally this is not good to pack like this if it was going on like FedEx or UPS, because you don't get a lot of damage on the side. But these are going on a pallet and they're being wrapped and banded. So these aren't being picked up or moved unless they're on the pallet. So they should be totally fine. The main thing we want to do is protect these slots here. We don't want that to get damaged. So I'll put some peanuts if we're packing them really tight, so that way there's no damage between the 2 of these. And each card is bubble wrapped as not to scratch the other card. That's how we packed every single one of these boxes, and probably gonna put 12 to a pallet.
All right, this is taking us way longer than just a weekend. It's literally Wednesday now. Django's over here banding these here. Truck's coming in 2.5 hours. So we're trying to saran wrap these, get these banded as quickly as possible. And I'm in here getting the last of the cards done. Everything on this shelf right here needs to go in a box, and that's the very last amount of cards.
Guys, I know what you're thinking. I don't have thousands of dollars to go out and buy hundreds of GPUs. That's the crazy thing. I don't own a single GPU I sold in this video. You don't always need capital to make big moves. Here's how I pulled off this deal for $0. These 1,500 GPUs were owned by a client of mine, and the client ended up donating them to a nonprofit for a tax deduction. When I found that out, I contacted the nonprofit and asked them, what's the plan with these GPUs? And they said they weren't sure, and I said, let me sell them. And they gave me the green light. So I got to work. I reached out to my clients, pretty much anybody that I've done business with, resellers, miners, just anybody. And eventually I found a serious buyer wanting to purchase them all. I handled the entire deal from start to finish. That's what you saw in this video. And then when the truck drove off, I got a huge commission. This is what you call brokering or consignment. And it's a way to flip items without ever having to own them. If you're trying to get into flipping or reselling, don't sleep on this. Sometimes the best deals are ones that you make happen for other people. This whole model where someone donates something to a nonprofit for a tax deduction is something that I want to dive into in a future video. But just know, this type of creative flipping is how you stay ahead of the game. If you do have capital and you want to see how I play with my own cash, next week's video is for you. I bought a laboratory auction for $400, and I'm gonna see if I can flip it into 10 grand. 2 different strategies, both making money. Whether you got a big budget or no budget at all, this channel is here to show you how to win at the reselling game. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in next week's video.